sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba, dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas, at Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Bawat bayan ay sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na! Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba, dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Bawat bayan ay sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na, MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na, yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na, MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na, yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Bawat bayan ay sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na, MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na, yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Bawat bayan ay sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba, dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba, dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado.
Monday night action continues here at the Lonte Sports Arena in Biñan, Laguna for the main game of our Monday triple header as Mac Cardona returns to the lineup for the Biñan Tatak Gel, and of course the Pinoy Sakuragi Mark Pingris seeing action for the first time this season para sa koponan ni Coach Boyet Fernandez. They will be facing the Bulacan Kuyas in the 5th home defense of the season of the Biñan Beast Motorcycle Tire Tatak Gel. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Javi Palanya alongside Coach Juanito Gregorio. Juanito, this Bulacan team is going to be playing with a lot of their key players. Mukhang naubos yung mga players nila this game. Is it even still possible for them to match up against Biñan in this game?
Well, whatever talent is given para dito sa Bulacan, Coach Buds Reyes has always instilled to everybody that they have to fight every ball game. And we've seen this Bulacan team really show out in every ball game, whichever opponent they're facing. So I'm sure Bulacan going out here, even with a lineup not complete, will be showing out and will be trying to battle it out against a struggling Biñan Tatak Gel.
And he's one of the most positive persons I know. Ito si Coach Buds Reyes. Kaya naman, they will do everything that they can to fight this Biñan Tatak Gel team in this game. Let's talk about their last game. It was against Marikina in a battle between two teams in the bottom of the Northern Division. And unfortunately for them, they fell short in this game, losing by 4 points.
Well, this was a game that they actually had a chance on winning. Itong Bulacan, you look at the numbers here, they actually struggled in a lot of the departments. They were down 7 in the fast break. They were out-rebounded by Marikina, but they were able to be efficient with 48% in their field goals, and they were able to shoot a good 3. So even with the statistics going the side of Marikina, the individual talents of Bulacan was able to carry them. Christian Hernandez, Nino Ibanez, and all the other guys were able to chip in for them to be able to have a chance to beat Marikina. But in the end game, sobra lang ang team basketball ng Marikina, and they were able to go home with that victory.
Christian Hernandez had 23 points to lead the Bulacan Kuyas in that game. Unfortunately, he will not be in the lineup today para sa Bulacan. So a lot of the heavy loading will be done by Nino Ibanez sa laro na to, and there will be playing also without Paulo Hubalde, who has moved on to Valenzuela. And naman pag-usapan natin ang last game ng Biñan Tatak Gel. They've lost 4 straight games after that 6-0 start. And in a game against the Batangas City Tanduay Rum Masters on their home floor, they actually had a good start to this one, but they were outscored 20-7 in the second quarter and then made a late comeback with 22 seconds to go. Unfortunately for them, their shots wouldn't fall en route to the 79-72 loss.
4-game struggle para dito sa Biñan. This is a very strong, talented team. A lot of veterans, a lot of young guns. The problem is they have not been able to make it work as a team. You see here the numbers going the side of Batangas. Actually, these are 7 more shots for Biñan, but the efficiency just going the side of Batangas. -9 in terms of the rebounding. Team basketball, we know that that is the strength of Batangas, and Biñan was not able to have an answer to the Team Basketball Batangas. One good thing though was they were able to take care of that basketball. And this is one thing they have to be able to bag on going to today's ball game.
Coach Boyd Fernandez hopes that the entry of the Pinoy Sakuragi into their lineup for tonight's game will improve their rebounding numbers. And also another positive that they could draw from that Batangas game is the good play of Carlo Lastimosa, who played his best game of the season at 17 points. It's Biñan versus Bulacan for our main game. Let's turn you over to Miguel Pere.
Manny Pacquiao's MPBL Season 6, presented by Extreme. Live on the official MPBL Facebook page, YouTube channel, MPTV Signal Channel 98, MPTV Channel 53 on satellite and on Pilipinas Live app. Let's meet our starters, beginning with Bulacan Cuyas. Starting at guard number 3, Joshua Montero. Also at guard number 6, Jason Celis. Coming in at center number 14, Lawrence Malyari. Forward number 73, John Baltazar. And the other forward number 9, Andre Dada. Their head coach is Buds Reyes. Assistant coaches Joey Dada and Danilo Ramirez. Team managers are Justin Dada and June Reyes III. Team owner is Congressman Kuya Jonathan C. Alvarado. And now, Alonte Sports Arena, get on your feet, because it's time to meet the starting unit of your Biñan Tatak Gel Beast Motorcycle GameX. Starting at guard, number 0, Pamboy Raimundo. Forward number 88, Kenny Roca Curva. The other guard, number 22, Carlo Lastimosa. Power forward, number 9, KG Canaleta. And coming in at center, number 15, Pinoy Sakuragi, Mark Pingris. Their head coach is Boyet Fernandez. Assistant coaches Gino Manansala, Gino Manuel, Eliazar Cabutotan, JR Manansala, Jervin Gaco, and Rico Meyer-Hoffer. Team manager is Jojo Cunanan. Team owner.
Our starting five of the game presented by Buenas, Joshua Montero, Jason Celis, Lawrence Malyari, John Baltazar, and Andre Dada. Para kay Coach Buds Reyes for the home squad, it's Pamboy Raimundo, Carlo Lastimosa, Mark Pingris playing his first game of the season para sa Biñan, joined by KG Canaleta and Kenny Roca Curva. This Biñan team, they mean business here in this game with this starting lineup.
Oh yes, you know, looking at it, this might be the strongest starting lineup I've seen Biñan shell out here in this league. So I'm sure they want a strong start after a 0-4 in the last 4 games.
They get the first possession. First, the main game of our Monday triple header here at the Alonte Sports Arena. This is Javi Palano, joined by Coach Juanito Gregorio and Miss Sydney Crespo at courtside. Pingris getting his first touch of the basketball against Lawrence Malyari. The drop step, easy 2 points. Welcome back to the MPBL, Mark Pingris.
And they really wanted him to get it on the post. Mark Pingris looking fresh, looking healthy. And it's going to be very interesting how much he will be part of the offense of Biñan.
It's going to be a mission impossible para sa Bulacan in this game. Playing without Christian Hernandez, playing without JC Carandang, and no more Paulo Hubalde as well para sa Bulacan Cuyas.
Mabigat-bigat ang bubuhatan nitong si Nino Ibanez moving forward. But you know, I just love how this team fights every ball game. And you see how they made the stop right there. This is a team with a lot of heart. And that is something you have to commend with a team with Coach Buds Reyes on their helm. Whatever opponent is in front of them, lalaban at lalaban itong team na to.
Baltazar hands it off to Jason Celis. This is also one guy who has to do the heavy lifting para sa Bulacan. Malyari, that's a tough look. Raimundo gets the rebound. Canaleta against Lawrence Malyari. On fake, loses it, goes back up and gets the foul. 3-point play opportunity para kay Nino KG Canaleta.
It's going to be a very interesting pairing. Itong si KG Canaleta and Mark Pingris. inside-outside offense. It's like watching the Pure Foods TJ Hot Dog once again with this pairing.
Nagsabay ba sila?
Yes, champion yan.
Interesting. Kasi naalala ko si KG, I always put him in an Air 21 uniform. But naalala ko siya sa PBA.
But he actually had a stint with Ginebra. Then he had a stint with Pure Foods where he was a champion. And he played under my tito, Ryan Gregorio. So, you know, usually he played at the 3, Ping at the 4, and then they'd be putting Kirby at the 5 at times.
Boy, what a lineup that was. Roca Curva charging into Andre Dada. Goes up strong and doesn't mind the 2 white shirts na sumabay sa kanya. That's gonna be a foul against Andre Dada.
Actually, that's something I want to see from Kenny Roca Curva moving forward. He is adjusting to the veterans. Parang nahihiya. But this guy is an elite talent here in the MPBL. I want to see him have the same aggressiveness. He played with Pasig last year. He's only averaging 8 points a ball game and 5 rebounds a ball game. But for me, this is a talent that can easily average 18 to 20 points a ball game.
Roca Curva, I think that he has not been taking enough shots, especially in this losing streak of theirs. In fact, he was scoreless a couple of games back. A good sign for Coach Boyd Fernandez that he's being aggressive at the start of the game. 6-0 is the count. More than 2 minutes gone by here in the first quarter. Baltazar will try his luck from the outside. That's too strong. Roca Curva once again with the basketball. Roca Curva with the right hand. Not really his strong suit, finishing with the right hand. Montero drives. Emergency pass picked up by Pamboy Raimundo. Lastimosa is ahead. Baltazar, the man to beat, gets the steal. Dada almost traveled there for Andre Dada, still making the jumper there against Pamboy Raimundo.
That pull-up is the specialty para dito kay Andre Dada. He got enough space after that move. And starting off the ball game, the first 2 points para dito sa Bulacan.
Lastimosa cuts in the middle. Jumper too strong. John Baltazar with the board. Baltazar, you expect him to be playing more of the 5 position, especially when Lawrence Malyari goes to the bench with Christian Hernandez not anymore in the roster para sa Bulacan Cuyas. That's an errant pass. 2 behind there para kay Jason Celis.
Struggling on the offensive end, itong Bulacan still looking for the guys that will usually be scoring for them. But watch that move by Andre Dada. Vintage step and jumper para dito kay Andre.
They're really gonna have to minimize their turnovers, especially in a game against a team as deep as Biñan. Mark Pingris.
Especially adding on with Mark Pingris here and Mac Cardona in the lineup.
Abangan natin yan maya-maya ang pagpasok muli ni Mac Cardona, who has only played, I think, 1 game this season para sa Biñan. Ken Osicos will check in the game para dito kay Lawrence Malyari.
Engineer Ken Osicos.
That's correct. Engineer by day, player by night. This free throw is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Pinoy Sakuragi missing on the first free throw as you take a look at Vice Mayor Jel Alonte of Biñan, team owner of the Tatak Gel. Amang ang kanyang kupunan ng 5.
Alongside JJ Helterbrand, who will not be suiting up in today. So siya muna ang load management for today.
Pati na rin si JJ Pido, katabi niya doon sa ilalim ng rig.
So I think as well as James Mangahas will not be playing today's ball game, but he is here inside the venue as well.
Roca Curva on the break. Might have babied that a little bit. That's going to be a personal foul against Joshua Montero.
You love how the veterans inside the court is giving him the ball, letting him do his thing, and giving him the confidence moving forward here in the ball game.
Kenny at the line for 2 shots. There you see Ronnie Alonte, a homegrown player para sa Biñan Tatak Gel. Roca Curva makes the second. 8-2, 6-point lead for Biñan. And if you're the Tatak Gel, you just might be wondering at what point of this game can you blow this one out. But you cannot underestimate this Bulacan squad. Osicos, that's within his range. A little long on the jumper. It's going to stay with the Cuyas with the fresh 14 on their shot clock.
Bulacan trying to play a little bit slower so that they can be able to match up with the pace itong Biñan. So every time they make a mistake, they have to be able to run down because Kenny Rocacurva automatically is trying to go for that fast break.
Osicos from behind the arc. First basket of the game para kay Engineer Ken Osicos.
He needs a lot of those here in today's ball game. Kakailanganin nila ng scoring nitong si Engineer Osicos because they are losing a lot of guys here.
Osicos only averaging 6 points this season. When he was with Noro, he was one of their double-digit scorers. Osicos trying to go back-to-back. That's short para sa kanya. Raimundo looks ahead. Rocacurva is right there, but Andre Dada getting in the way of the pass. Recycle for Biñan. Raimundo sets up Mark Pingris, and he gets the call against Andre Dada. That's the second personal on Dada.
Gotta commend Andre Dada. He was able to defend 3 guys in a matter of 20 seconds. So good defense coming from Andre.
This three-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. The first basket of the game para kay Ken Osicos. Pumasok na sa laro na to si Nino Ibanez.
Interesting strategy by Coach Buds, putting his best scorer off the bench to provide a lot of scoring load for the bench.
15.7 points per game this season para kay Nino Ibanez.
A little bit of a homecoming para dito kay Nino Ibanez saka dito kay Jason Celes, who played for Laguna in the last season.
Under Coach Nat Gregorio. Laguna Cry is a hero, is taking a leave this season. Pero pinalitan naman sila nitong Biñan franchise. Pingris. It's a well-deserved rest as you take a look at our MPBL leadership led by Captain Marbel, our Commissioner Kenneth Duremdes. He's beside Marketing Head Seth Zamora, our Security Chief, the Destroyer Rudy Distrito, and Head of Operations Emerson Oreta. Almost a steal there para kay Carlo Lastimosa. Unfortunately, he could not handle the basketball on the sideline. First time out of the game here called by the Bulacan Cuyas. They're down by 5. Under 5 minutes to play here in the first quarter.
Welcome back to the MPBL. Our two teams, Bulacan and Biñan, are both looking for a morale-boosting victory. But to make that a reality for one team, there are tendencies that they need to address. Biñan has been giving up too many fast break points in all of their losses, according to head coach Boyet Fernandez. At kailangan rin i-improve ang kanilang offensive rebounding. He hopes this 22-man lineup, although prone to a lot of shuffling, can be more cohesive now with the arrival of their Kuya Mark Pingris. As Coach Boyet pointed out, they were winning games with Kuya P in PSL before the injury, and to that point, yung pagiging vocal leader daw ang makakatulong sa kanila. But despite having ex-pros in his squad, magandang paalala ni Coach Boyet, don't be overconfident because he has so much admiration for Coach Buds at alam niya kung paano mag-prepare ito. Javi, Juanito.
Thank you so much, Sid. Well, you know, it's really going to be a handful, more than a handful actually, para sa Bulacan Cuyas tonight in trying to go up against this Biñan Tatak Gel team. But one thing's for sure, lalaban sila dito.
Oh yeah. And Coach Buds, more than anything, it's just his passion for the game that you really have to admire. Because nilalagay din niya sa players na itong mga to. That's why you see the heart of every individual here in the Bulacan Cuyas.
This fast break of the game is brought to you by New Star Max. Win to the max. I thought that would have been a jam para kay Casey Canaleta. And here he is once again. Another basket para kay Nino Canaleta here in the first quarter.
Ageless. KJ Canaleta still playing terrific at his age here in the MPBL, both from the inside and the outside.
Josh Montero on to Chan Baltazar. Baltazar suddenly goes up for the shot. I think he was looking for a guy to pass to. Jmar Gimpayan, unang pasok sa laro na to para kay Coach Boyd Fernandez. Osicos battles him for that loose ball, even scrambling to the floor for it.
Good activity from the defenders of the White to get their possession back on their side.
That's a tough look for Jason Celis. Well defended there by the black shirts. Raimundo, usually a very great performer here at the Alonte Sports Arena. In fact, that game against South Cotabato, he was like a conductor to an orchestra, just making crucial mistakes in the end game. Roca Curva from downtown, in and out. Jan Baltazar with the board. Ibanez gets blitzed. Cross-court pass, Montero. That's a bad miss from the corner.
Scouting report is really to close down on every option by Nino Ibanez. They know that he will be handling most of the offensive prowess dito ng Bulacan.
Canaleta fades away.
That's a push from the back, no call.
Gimpayan, the recycle there for Biñan. Well defended by Jan Baltazar, but Roca Curva there for the third serving.
I think that's going to be the fifth point of Kenny Roca Curva here in today's ball game. Already close to his average of 8 here in the season.
He had 12 points against the Tanduay Rum Masters in their last game. Montero almost stumbling to the ground, regains his balance. Baltazar now hands off to Celis. Shot clock winding down. Ibanez spins against Roca Curva. That's not enough time for the Bulacan Cuyas.
Now that is trademark Boyet Fernandez defense. Everybody is going to be able to help. No options, no outside shots, no cutters available. And that is a good stop coming from Biñan.
Ang tagal na rin talaga magkatrabaho nito ni Coach Gino Manuel tsaka ni Coach Boyd Fernandez.
Oh yeah. Talagang defense is the name of the game. From the NLEX Road Warriors in the PBA D-League all the way to the MPBL, they've put a lot of premium on defense. If you have guys like Pamboy Raimundo and before Cliff Hodge, talaga namang depensa ang magiging priority.
And that's why when you need a coach who is used to managing this many egos in a team, it's Boyd Fernandez.
Yes. It's going to be very hard, especially these guys are already bona fide champions in any level of basketball in the Philippines. So you also need a bona fide champion, which is Coach Boyd Fernandez.
Let's see how well he can affect this team as we go into the latter part of our season. Can he give Biñan their first MPBL championship? Osicos from the elbow, that is pure para kay Engineer Ken Osicos.
Ken Osicos, one of the guys that can really stretch out the floor. A modern day 4 guy, now has 5 points in the ballgame.
Surpassing his total from the last game against Marikina. Jonathan Gray, another bona fide scorer para dito sa Biñan, getting his first basket of the game.
Jonathan Gray. Ulit-ulitin na natin. Jonathan Gray.
Jonathan, hindi Jeremiah.
My fault for the guys who got me in that last game.
Andre Dada missing the push shot from near the free throw line. 18-10 is the score. Under 40 seconds to play. Gray spins, has that poke from behind. Here come the Cuyas. Oh, the no-look pass to Dulalia. That was a botched opportunity.
Yeah, he ran a good lane. He ran towards the position he needed to be. He was just not ready for that drop pass coming from his teammate. Could have been an easy 2 para sa Bulacan.
And Coach Buds Reyes bringing in some great fashion sense for tonight's game, wearing those red Lacoste shirts along with Coach Joey Dada.
No matter how famous his son is, Mikey Reyes, I would go for the fashion, the coaching fashion of Coach Buds Reyes.
By the way, Mikey's watching, so shout out to you, brother.
Nanonood ba? Nanonood ba? Sorry, Tito Mikey, pero dun tayo sa coaching fashion ni Coach Buds.
I think that's his Father's Day gift to Coach Buds Reyes, yung red Lacoste shirt. Yan daw ang, kaya daw maraming bit-bit si Mikey after nung Hennessy event.
Para kay Coach Buds pala yun.
And that wraps up the first 10 minutes here. Biñan stamping their class on the Bulacan Kuyas, leading by 8 after the end of the first quarter. Mark Pingris making his debut para sa Biñan this season, scoring 5 points in the opening quarter. Ken Osicos trying to add to the production here of the Bulacan Kuyas after the departure of guys like JC Carandang and Cristian Hernandez. Diacoman Paulo Hubalde as well will not be joining Bulacan anymore this season as he's made his way to Valenzuela. They're down by 8 points, 18-10. This first quarter score brought to you by GameX. GameX Sports, the official online basketball lending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX. Tyrone Chan and the rest of the Biñan Tatak Shell leading by 8 here against the Bulacan Kuyas. As we start the second quarter, the main game of our Monday triple header here at the Marlica Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. Ken Osicos trying to dial it down from the outside. The putback is good right there para kay Manzo.
You know, we were talking about how this Bulacan team will be putting their heart in. And so far, they're really holding their grounds. They're making big stops, they're getting easy baskets, and they're actually getting offensive rebounds, which is turning to second chance points. And we just saw another stop para sa Bulacan.
That's Ralph Manzo getting the steal. Manzo goes inside, floats it up, doesn't get the bounce. Ronnie Alonte in the game for the first time para kay Coach Boyd Fernandez. Iniwan niya para kay Jmar Gimpayan. That's a tough look in traffic para kay Jmar Gimpayan, but gets it anyway.
Also very scary. That was a tough angle and very scary on the body. But, you know, if you're just as tough as Jmar Gimpayan, he was able to find a way in getting that shot.
9 points at 4 rebounds against Batangas. Ito si Jmar Gimpayan. Andre Dolalia, former Olivares College Sea Lion who has had a lot of stints at Parañaque in the MPBL. Playing for a new team in Bulacan. That's an offensive foul against Andre Dolalia. First personal against a former Parañaque Patriot. Robbie Manalang now the one running the show here for Coach Boyd Fernandez. They set up Manalang on that staggered. Jonathan Gray, though, still has the rock. Gray hesitates, step back jumper is long, rebound by Dolalia. Ibanez has a lot of guys to beat inside. Picks up his dribble, pulls back out. Biñan getting the steal. Gimpayan with a breakaway. That's a miss. Gimpayan getting his own miss. And he will troop to the line for 2 shots. What effort shown there by Waray Jmar Gimpayan.
That is actually the 3rd missed layup para dito sa Biñan. That is actually so close to the basket. Kenny Curva already missed a few. And now Jmar Gimpayan as well. Bulacan just recovering enough to bother the shots nitong Biñan. Just could not get the rebounds.
9.6 points per game, 7.2 rebounds para kay Jmar Gimpayan. He's one of the main big men para kay Coach Boyd Fernandez dito sa kupunan ng Biñan. That 56% has to improve. He really gets fouled a lot.
Now, with how aggressive Jmar Gimpayan is, you're sure that he's going to get a lot of free throws. But now, a little bit of adjustment. More rim protection para dito sa Biñan. JR Alabanza is now in the ballgame.
You said JR Alabanza, one of the more underrated big men here in the MPBL.
One guy who will not put in a lot of stats because you can't put you can't put just rim protection as a statistic, but every time someone will try to score against him, he's just too tall and too strong inside just to bother the shots near him.
The score on the other side para sa Bulacan, that was Kenosikos. Manalang to the rolling Tyrone Chan. Oh, offensive foul against Tyrone Chan.
Oh, how tough was that defense by Bulacan in that last possession. They were able to read that right side very well. Even off the fake handoffs, they closed down on the options, forcing Tyrone Chan to push.
Kenosikos knocking it down from the perimeter. Patented jumper from mid-range. And here comes Ralph Manzo losing it momentarily against Ronnie Alonte. At siya pa matatawagan ng foul dito. Ito si Ronnie Alonte.
Manzo really taking it hard every time he has that basketball. This young kid, you have to commend the aggressiveness he is putting in here.
Oh, we saw it in the warm-ups how athletic this guy can be.
The first 2 free throws para sa Bulacan here.
Manzo currently with 3 points in this game. Biñan already 7 out of 11 from the free throw line. 2 for 2 para kay Ralph Manzo. Almost 3 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. This is just a 5-point game. Alonte will take it from the outside. Bullseye para kay Ronnie Alonte.
Home court advantage. That is exactly what Ronnie Alonte has here. 2 sack down is Ralph Manzo. Too much space. Made bucket para kay Ronnie Alonte.
Already surpassing his average of 1.2 points per game. And that's the rim protection that J.R. Alabanza brings to Biñan.
And that is exactly why he is inside the court. But let's watch this again. They give him too much space. That is a comfort zone para dito kay Ronnie Alonte, and that short dance makes everything better para dito kay Ronnie.
Played for Perpetual Biñan in college. Ito si Ronnie Alonte, and he's been saying time and time again that playing for Biñan here in the MPBL has been a dream come true. Andre Dolalia scoring there to beat the shot clock buzzer.
And what a beautiful pass coming from Nino Ibanez. Everybody was looking at him, making someone open, and that is Dolalia off the roll.
First basket of the game para sa kanya. Alonte running the baseline. Gets it back. Corner pocket 3. That rims out. Alabanza taps it to the wrong guy. Ralph Manzo. Nagdadalawang isip dito. Laban kay Tyrone Chan. Dolalia. Libre. Osikos goes inside. Reverse layup. No good. Jabel with the offensive rebound and put back.
And the smallest guy on the court really wanted that board. No one boxed him out. The ball fell on his hands, and he cuts the lead to 4. What effort Bulacan is putting in here in the ball game.
We are nearing the halfway point of the second quarter. Manalang. Step pulls back on the 3. Nino Ibanez. Here come the Bulacan Kuyas. Oh, Ibanez just losing it against Jonathan Gray. Gets it back. Osikos with a hand in his face. Masyado malakas. Manzo. Palpal doon ni J.R. Alabanza. Unfortunately for Biñan, he clips a little bit of that wrist there ni Ralph Manzo.
Rebounding, really battling it out. 13 rebounds para dito sa Bulacan in today's ball game. And no matter how small they are, the heart of this Bulacan Kuyas is keeping them alive in today's ball game.
Ralph Manzo also really trying his best to help out this depleted Bulacan team. 6.1 points per game this season para kay Ralph Manzo. A mid-season addition actually itong si Ralph Manzo para sa Bulacan Kuyas. First miss at the line. Punta muna tayo kay Miss Sydney Crespo.
Now without Paul Hubalde, Big Boy Hernandez, and Kojak Milagrito, head coach Buds Reyes needs his young guys to put more effort and focus even on the little things. Example ni Coach Buds yung hindi pagbitaw sa depensa sa buong shot clock because this simple effort shows the character of the player. Aside from this, added challenge pa sa Bulacan at sumakit daw ang ulo ni Coach Buds nung makita niyang nag-warm up si Cañaleta, sabay may Mark Pingris pa. His advice to his players, focus on their movement, not their face or their name. Kahit kahit idol nyo sila. Coach Buds is hoping to see more ball movement as more players can and should step up and use this opportunity to their advantage. At tama kayo dyan, Father's Day gift nga ni Tito Mikey, yung bago nilang uniform, biro nila ni Coach Joey Dada. Sa fashion man lang daw, sure win na sila. Have you, Juanito?
Thank you so much, Cindy. Sabi nga ni Mikey, if you can't perform, japorm.
Buti pa sila nare-regaluhan ni Tito Mikey, no?
Bakit father ka na rin ba?
Ay, hindi pa pala. But you know, just going back to the report, actually the character of every Bulacan Kuya is something we have to commend. Because everybody just wants to play. Given an opportunity, they take the opportunity, they play hard here in today's ball game. And who would have thought that they would only be down 16 minutes into the ball game? So props to Coach Buds, props to Bulacan.
4 minutes and 17 remaining here in the first half. We'll take a short break. Carlos Simosa scoring on the break. That brings us our lucky fans of the game. Brought to you by Buenas. Ay, ibang liga ng bawat Pilipino dito sa Alonte Sports Arena in Biñan, Laguna. The home of your Tatak Gel. 4 minutes and 17 remaining here in the first half. Bulacan is down by 5, 26 to 21. Juanito, we've been witnessing a tight ball game here in the second quarter.
Bulacan has really been playing terrific defense against Biñan right here, only forcing them to 8 points here in the first 6 minutes of the ball game compared to giving up 18 points in the first quarter. So it's really the toughness on the defensive end ng Bulacan. That's why they are really trying to stay close here.
How long can they keep this within a manageable margin? Talking about the Bulacan Kuyas. Off the timeout, let's see what Coach Boyd Fernandez has drawn up here para sa Biñan. Manalang turns the corner. Lastimosa from the outside. Good box out for Bulacan. And there's a foul against KG Canaleta.
You know, good team defense, good individual defense as well. Everything working on the side, on the defensive end. The question is, can they get baskets on their side?
Only shooting 29% from the field are the Kuyas, and yet down by only 5. Andre Dada in there for his scoring. Loses it to Roca Curva, and Roca Curva will finish the play.
That's a good tap coming from Biñan. Good activity, very active on tapping that basketball. Easy to para dito kay Kenny.
Montero now with the rock. Ibanez sets for 3. No good. Lastimosa getting up there for that rebound. 5-all in terms of steals sa laro na to. Para sa Biñan and Bulacan, Lastimosa using his experience there to get the call against Lawrence Maliari.
Oh, that's his game. He really knows how to fish for fouls. Itong si Carlo Lastimosa. But look at that hands by Lastimosa, and then eventually Kennedy Kirby with that second tap to eventually get that fast break.
Yeah, it takes a really great coach like Coach Boyd Fernandez to have a guy like Carlo Lastimosa play incredible defense.
This guy has been known as an elite scorer from Benil to the PBA, even in his first stint in the MPBL. But now Coach Boyet putting in his system, also providing defensive efforts para dito kay Carlos Lastimosa.
Surprisingly though, Carlos Lastimosa only shooting 55.5% from the free throw line. Coach Buds Reyes will burn a timeout here. 3 minutes and 17 ang natitira sa ating first half. Simosa against Batangas played his finest game of the season para sa Biñan Tatak Gel in the 4 games that he's played for Coach Boyd Fernandez. Against Batangas, Simosa was good for 17 points, 50% shooting from the field, 5 out of 6 from the free throw line, including 2 rebounds and 3 assists. Really a big boost para sa Biñan to have a guy like Carlo Lastimosa, another option offensively, and another guy who can bring electrifying basketball action to this Biñan squad.
And one thing I love about Carlos Simosa, each and every game he continues to get better and be more comfortable with the system of Coach Boyet Fernandez. So this is not yet the peak Carlos Lastimosa we're gonna see here this season.
I'm sure those numbers only gonna get better. Osicos trying to get it to Baltazar, who beat Canaleta on the cut. What about John Baltazar in this game, though? He's been getting a lot of good plays against KG Canaleta.
And Baltazar and Osicos are really making it hard for the veterans of Biñan to get easy shots, both defensively and offensively. These two have been working hard. So you really have to commend itong si Baltazar and si Osicos.
Baltazar scores his first point of the game, but he does have 5 rebounds and 2 assists, really helping out in the hustle and energy department for Bulacan in this game.
Undersized, no problem. It's gonna be their heart, as you said, Javi, nabubuhay para dito sa Bulacan.
Kung titingnan mo nga ito si John Baltazar, yung height niya, actually pang 3 yan eh.
Oh yes, probably more of a wing guy, but he actually can stand his ground in terms of strength in the inside, as well as Ken Osicos.
Bulacan forces a miss. Dada settles for the jumper against Mark Pingris.
I've seen that. That is the specialty of Andre Dada. Slow but sure, that mid-range bucket is really a specialty of Andre Dada.
Pamboy Raimundo now being defended by Josh Montero. Gets by his defender and scores inside. Pamboy Raimundo, you know that he can pass, but he can definitely score.
And if he wants to, he can. Pamboy Raimundo, just a pass-first guy. Pero kung kailangan umiscore, kaya din naman ni Pamboy.
Ibanez just short on the finger roll. Could have answered back that basket by Pamboy Raimundo. Here he is again. Raimundo snaking his way through the defense. Pingris wants it against Osicos. Pingris taking his time. Pinoy Sakuragi, the drop step and score. Coach Joey Dada wanting an offensive foul. I think there was an elbow sticking out in that move.
No, you cannot challenge that. So all you can do is move on. But that was hard-nosed defense played by Ken Osicos, but a good spin coming from Mark to get him open for that shot.
Ibanez one-on-one against Kenny Roca Curva. Ibanez couldn't get him off that fake. Baltazar lost it. Pingris ahead to Lastimosa. He has Raimundo on the right. Lastimosa hangs, misses. Raimundo right there for the putback.
These are not the mistakes you want to have to end the quarter. You want to be able to enter the second half with a manageable lead. But so far, the 6-0 run being brought by Biñan is giving them enough rhythm to enter the second half.
The extra pass to the corner. Osicos misses.
That's a push.
Baltazar caught on the push. That's only his first personal. That's a good sign para kay Coach Buds Reyes because he needs all the help he can get. Coach Boyd Fernandez will be burning his last time out of the first half here with 1 minute and change remaining sa ating second quarter. Mark Pingris scoring on that last play. He has 9 points in this game. Check out this play of the game brought to you by Buenas. Pamboy Raimundo going through everybody there for his first basket of the game. Ito si Pamboy Raimundo, starting point guard of the Biñan Tatak Gel. (35-25) is the score as we near the end of our second quarter. Main game of our Monday triple header here at the Olonte Sports Arena. This is Javi Palanya alongside Coach Juanito Gregorio. Sorry, check that. Pamboy Raimundo already with 4 points sa laro na to, 3 rebounds and 3 assists as well.
Complete package para dito sa Biñan. Doing a little bit of everything is Pamboy Raimundo, a point guard that has been playing for a long time already para kay Coach Boyd Fernandez.
Renewing their partnership here in Biñan. After spending some time with Coach Jerson Cabiltes in Nueva Ecija the past couple of years. Pingris gets the pass from Pamboy, and Pingris, there's an added spring to his step tonight.
He seems to be very excited to be playing again here in the MPBL. We've seen him a lot of times just watching at the bench, cheering for his squad. But now he is inside the court, providing a lot of energy as the Pinoy Sakuragi.
.1 seconds remaining here in the first half. Dada will be the one pinned with that foul. Biñan getting a lot of free throw attempts in this game.
And they've been putting it in the inside. Alam nila na mas malaki sila compared dito sa Bulacan. The loss of Christian Hernandez will be very crucial for Bulacan moving forward because he has been a big revelation for Coach Buds the past 2 seasons. But now Christian Hernandez will be getting new opportunities.
Imagine losing, wait, let me do the math here. Almost 30 points per game with the departure of Hobalde, Hernandez, and JC Karangdang.
And those 3 guys have really been very big in terms of the offense itong Bulacan. So guys like Nino Ibanez will have to do extra para dito sa Cuyas moving forward.
Sorry, that's not just 30. 30 plus points. 32 to be exact. Ang nawala nila with the departure of those 3 key guys. Eric Jabel trying to make up for that with that 3-pointer, but they're still down by 9. Raimundo, the quick trigger. And the answer quickly galing kay Pamboy Raimundo. A chance for the last shot now para sa Bulacan Cuyas. 8 seconds left. Ibanez blitzed. Anticipated by Lastimosa. Carlo lobs it to Gimpayan. Alley-oop. Couldn't finish there. Was Waray.
You see the disappointment of the crowd. Everybody was ready to celebrate, but Jmar Gimpayan, a sorry miss. You see the frustration of Jmar, but still they will be heading on to the second half with a 12-point lead, a better second quarter, much more aggressive, playing a lot more quicker, and forcing a lot of turnovers against Bulacan.
Eric Jabel making that 3-pointer near the end of our second quarter to help Bulacan get closer in this game. Unfortunately, Pamboy Raimundo has been feeling himself here from the outside, doing a little bit of everything, scoring, passing, and setting up his teammates. 40-28 is our score at halftime. Halftime score brought to you by GameX. GameX Sports, the official online basketball lending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX. Now let's check out our Father's Day special video brought to you by our MPBL production.
Para sa akin, pag sinabing tatay, nasa unang isip ko is idol. Kasi simula pagkabata at paglaki, sila yung, kumbaga, yung nagiging role model ko sa buhay at sila yung nakikita ko habang lumalaki ako. So sila yung, kumbaga, idol ko.
Hero, inspiration, saka motivation sa whole life. Kasi your dad teaches you everything since bata, di ba? So he's the first to teach you. And so the first thought na pumunta sa isip ko is hero.
Idol, syempre. Kumbaga, parang siya yung naging guru mo since nung naging bata ka pa bukod sa nanay mo. So, yun.
Responsibility na, kumbaga, alagaan, tutukan yung anak niya, and syempre, huwag natin mawawala yung pagmamahal. Lagi express natin yung pagmamahal.
Siyempre, as a basketball player, nagtatrabaho, kailangan balance pa rin. May time sa trabaho at may time para siyempre sa anak. Yun po, siyempre, mahirap po, pero siyempre masaya din po. yun nga, minsan pag galing ka ensayo or or game, syempre mawala yung pagod mo kasi pag uwi mo, yun sila nag-ahabol sila agad sa'yo, mangingi ng pasalubong, ganun. So yun. Bilang sa ama, kailangan syempre maging responsable ka. Syempre, ipakita mo sa mga anak mo na yung mga ginagawa mo kasi ikaw yung nilulook up nila. So, kailangan tama yung ginagawa mo. Bukod syempre sa yung mga pangangailangan ng bata, syempre yung pagmamahal, yung pag-aalaga talaga, yung maramdaman ng anak nila na lagi nandyan yung tatay nila. Simple lang, pinakaba, kailangan maging responsibilidad ka sa pamilya mo. Unahin mo talaga yung pamilya mo.
Message ko sa lahat ng mga tatay dyan, saludo ko sa inyong lahat sa mga ginagawa nyo sa family nyo. Keep working hard para sa family.
Sa lahat ng mga tatay, mabuhay kayo. Sana bigyan pa tayo ng malakas sa pangakatawan, lalo sa trabaho natin. Happy Father's Day.
Sa papa ko, happy Father's Day. Mahal na mahal kita. At sa lahat ng tatay dyan, happy Father's Day sa inyo lahat. God bless you all.
To all the fathers, sa lahat ng mga tatay po, happy Father's Day. Especially sa dad ko po kay Dad Glenn Escandor po, happy Father's Day and God bless always.
Happy Father's Day, Dad. Thank you sa lahat ng tulong sa akin and
Live longer.
Happy Father's Day sa lahat ng tatay, lalo na sa kaibigan ko si Tosi.
Mga Riga, binabati ko ng happy Father's Day lahat ng mga tatay na tulad ko at magiging tatay pa lang.
Maraming salamat sa lahat ng tatay na lagi nandyan nakasuporta sa mga anak nila.
To all the fathers, happy Father's Day sa inyo and more blessings sa inyo lahat, fathers, and keep up the good work and hard work sa inyong family.
Happy Father's Day, Daddy. Thank you po sa pag-aalaga sa amin. Good luck po sa game niyo. We love you. Happy Father's Day, Daddy. Happy Father's Day.
Welcome back to the MPBL. Muli, happy Father's Day po sa lahat ng ating mga basketball dads at kaliga na patuloy ang suporta sa MPBL. I'm Sydney Crespo and you are still watching our main game between Biñan Tatakjel Beast Motorcycle Game X at ang Bulacan Kuyas. Biñan up 40-28. At dito sa ating halftime, kasama ko si Vice Mayor Jel Alonte. Vice, happy Father's Day rin po. Thank you so much for joining me here at the half. Kausapin muna natin si Vice. Vice, this is a special day for Biñan because the 22-man lineup is finally complete, no, with Kuya Mark Pingres coming back after 4 months of his recovery. Ang tanong ko po, gaano po kayo kasaya? Gaano po kasaya ang Team Biñan ngayon nakasama niyo na po siya?
Siyempre, napakasaya ng Team Biñan dahil talagang kailangan ng big man. Actually, yung nakaraang laban namin, 4 losses, nagkulang kami sa bigs. At siyempre, kilala naman natin si Mark Pingris, si Sakuragi na talagang nirerespeto sa larangan ng paglalaro ng basketball. Ito, malaking tulong to motivate yung teammates niya to play hard para makatulong sa team. At laking bagay po sa amin si Mark Pingris.
Now, Vice Mayor, I'm sure marami pong fans na nanonood ngayon live dahil nakikita na nila mas marami nilang idol sa inyong team. Baka may message po kayo sa kanila.
Siyempre, sa lahat po ng mga taga-Biñan at supporters po ng Biñan Tatakjel team, maraming salamat sa patuloy niyo. Supportan niyo po sa amin at asahan niyo po sa mga darating na mga games natin, mas gagalingan pa po ng Team Biñan para po makarating sa dulo. At siyempre sa aking mga bosses, maraming salamat Congresswoman Dan Alonte, Attorney Mayor Armand Dimagila at siyempre si Boss Monching Talisayon at Boss Rubentan sa patuloy niyong suporta dito sa amin at si Boss Sajid Anunuevo.
Vice Mayor, ito po last, baka may mga gusto pa po kayong pasalamatan, mga sponsors o batiin ng Happy Father's Day.
Siyempre sa ating mga fans na supporters na nanonood dito sa Alonte Sports Arena ngayon, maraming salamat po sa patuloy niyo pong suporta sa Team Biñan. Yan, maraming salamat po.
Alright, thank you so much po, Vice Mayor. Once again, thank you so much for joining me here at the half. Mga kalikabog po kaya, let's magbabalik ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League.
At the half now between the Biñan Tatakjel and the Bulacan Kuyas, 40-28 is the score. Bulacan has really tried to keep in step with Biñan in this game. Unfortunately for them, Biñan just really too deep. Mark Pingris making a successful return to the lineup, leads Biñan in scoring with 9 points, and these are the numbers after the first 20 minutes.
Well, everything going the side of Biñan so far. Field goal percentage, 45%. Very efficient para dito sa Biñan. Only 30% para sa Bulacan. Aggressiveness, getting free throws. 15 free throws already for Biñan. Only 6 para dito sa Bulacan. Fast break, plus 11. Already 13 points in terms of fast break para dito sa Biñan. But one thing working for Bulacan is that their bench is helping out here in today's ball game. 22 bench points para dito sa Bulacan. So with the loss of guys like Carandang, Hubalde, and Hernandez, everybody is chipping in para dito sa Kuyas.
And that's with Nino Ibanez only scoring 3 points off the bench. It's actually Ken Osicos leading the way para sa kanila. He has 7 points in this game. Ralph Manzo and Eric Jabel helping them out with 5 points apiece. Let's see how Bulacan can execute their adjustments here in the second half. There you see Andre Dada also chipping in 4 points para dito sa Bulacan Kuya sa laro na to.
Interesting lineup para dito sa Bulacan to start the third quarter. They'll be going a little taller with Osicos, Baltazar, and Dulalia all playing together inside.
Mark Pingris, as I mentioned, leading the scoring for Biñan with 9 points. Pamboy Raimundo and Canelo Cacorva with 7 apiece. Canaleta, Pingris, Raimundo, Lastimosa, and Rocacorva, the starting 5 of the second half para sa Biñan. Lastimosa gets past Baltazar, floats, it scores.
That's the specialty of Carlo Lastimosa. You cannot give that right side to him because if he gets enough space, he will be exploding towards that basket. A good layup para dito kay Carlo.
Jabel to the flaring Osicos. Dada gets the handoff. Andre Dada finger rolls it for 2.
A lot more opportunities para dito kay Andre Dada with the loss of Hernandez. The loss of Hubalde and Carandang because he will be having a lot more burns in terms of that offense. Good attack para dito kay Andre.
Already surpassing his average of 3.4 points per game. 6 points in the game para kay Andre Dada. Lastimosa this time goes left, leaves it for Pingris. The Pinoy Sakuragi connects on the floater.
The one thing I love about Mark Pingris is that he will look to attack but then have that floater in that last second. And with that length of Mark Pingris, that is a short 2 para dito kay Mark.
Unfortunately for Bulacan, Andre Dada could not answer with his own push shot on the baseline. Lastimosa, the spin, puts on the brakes. Pingris taking his time here against Andre Dolalia. Raimundo cuts inside. Hindi napansin doon ni Eric Jabel.
Oh yeah, he was looking at the weak side. Then his man was already cutting through. So good timing by Pamboy. Good find by Mark Pingris. These are both veteran presence, so they just know how to move inside the court.
Ate mo, nag-enjoy lang dito ang Biñan eh.
They're smiling.
46-30, the biggest lead of the game for the Tatakjel. Rebound taken by Mark Pingris. Only his second rebound of this game.
He's been scoring more rather than getting those rebounds. Actually, the wings of Biñan has been getting those boards.
Baltazar getting the rebound there para sa Bulacan. Dada assessing the defense, goes to the left. Osicos against KG Canaleta. Back to Dada. 10 on the shot clock. Andre goes to his strong side. This time it's short. Biñan looking to run. Raimundo ahead to Canaleta. Canaleta with a left hand.
And once again, finding the open guy is Pamboy Raimundo. Assist number 5 for him today's ball game alongside 9 points. He's been playing terrific here in today's ball game.
An 8-2 run for Biñan to begin the second half. KG Canaleta, Pamboy Raimundo, Carlo Lastimosa, and Mark Pingris all having baskets in that run for Biñan to start the second half. Timeout, Coach Buds Reyes. Take a look at the display of the game brought to you by Buenas. The unselfishness being displayed there by Mark Pingris, finding ito si Pamboy Raimundo, putting on the goggles there was the Pinoy Sakuragi.
Looking like a mini triangle offense, something he got from Tim Cone, I assume. And those are the cutters that they have been trying to really maximize in that triangle offense. So, dinadala pa niya ang triangle offense dito sa Biñan.
Quick substitution here para sa Bulacan. Jason Celis in the game alongside Lawrence Malyari and Nino Ibanez. Osicos against the defense of Mark Pingris. He has not been short of confidence with those jumpers tonight.
No fear for Engineer Ken Osicos. Whoever is in front of him, he'll take it, he'll make it.
Roca Curva. Raimundo cuts shallowly near the free throw line, but Kenny still has it. Gives it up now to Canaleta. The fake, he loses it. Osicos ahead to Baltazar. That's taken away by Roca Curva. Canaleta, all the space and time in the world.
You gotta credit itong si Kenny Roca Curva. Quick recovery after the turnover. Went for that jump to get that steal and then finding an open KG Canaleta on the corner.
The two former Purefoots players now leading Biñan in scoring with 11 each. Talking about Pingris and Canaleta. Another stop here para sa Biñan. Bulacan continuing to struggle offensively sa laro na to.
I was looking at why the crowd was cheering. I think Captain Hook Mac Cardona is ready to sub in the ball game. Oh, there you go.
Lastimosa will come out. Cardona will check in. Para naman sa Bulacan, Ralph Manzo magbabalik dito. Tingnan muna natin itong 3-point shot of the game brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Roca Curva finding Canaleta for the bullseye.
Off the steal, he gets all the attention in that fast break. Someone was open on the corner. It was KG Canaleta.
Manzo being defended here by Cardona. Shot clock winding down. Manzo putting on the moves. Manzo attacking the defense and scoring.
You know, before this game, he was only averaging 3.4 points a ball game. But now Manzo getting a lot more opportunities in that offense. Already has 7 points here in the game.
Pingris looking inside. Ibanez doing a good job of fronting Roca Curva. Canaleta takes the three, steps back, takes it anyway. This time it's short. Bulacan in transition. Ibanez still has it. Kicks it out to Manzo. Manzo to the left side. Back to Nino. Ibanez couldn't score from the outside. The tap goes to Lawrence Malyari. Manzo has Canaleta to beat at the rim, and he draws the foul against KG.
I just love that he has no fear against anybody here in today's ball game. Usually when you look at guys like Canaleta, Pingris, Alabanza, Gimpayan, these are already guys who are already respected in Philippine basketball, but somehow Manzo just showing out here in today's ball game.
Manzo missing on the first.
7 points, 4 rebounds para dito kay Manzo in today's game. His usual average is 6 points and 3 rebounds, already way above his averages.
Did not play in the last game against Marikina. We are still down big here, 51-35, past the halfway point of the third quarter. Cardona gives it to Gimpayan, could not handle the pass. A little bit too strong for his own taste. Ibanez initiating the offense here for the Cuyas. Manzo renewing his matchup with Cardona. Ibanez has it again. Forced to give it up. They're really forcing him from way out of his comfort zone. Malyari, that's travel.
And the game plan is to really close down on every option Nino Ibanez has. Every time he gets the ball outside, full closeout. Every time he's using a screen, everybody is blitzing him. So only 3 points para dito kay Nino here in today's ball game.
12 turnovers already in the game para dito sa Bulacan. After committing 10 in the first half. Roca Curva scores there para sa Biñan. That's now 9 points in the game para sa kanya.
And once again, the offense starting from Mark Pingris on the post, locating his open teammate. Second assist para dito kay Mark.
Celis, he has to get on a roll here. Nice pass inside to Malyari. That was another botched opportunity for the Cuyas. Cardona floats it up. Captain Hook gets fouled. That's going to be 2 shots coming up para kay Mac Cardona.
You know, this is a team with a lot of famous faces. But somehow, when Mac Cardona gets the ball, naghihiyawan yung mga fans dito sa Biñan. So, seems to be a fan favorite here in Laguna.
Part of that Imus SV squad last year. Making his way to Biñan for this season. Kind of like a merging between the Pasig and Imus teams of last year dito sa Biñan.
Guys like Roca Curva, Manalang, and putting Cardona, Gimpayan. So it's a mix of both teams.
Punta muna tayo kay Miss Sydney Crespo.
Javi, Juanito, maniniwala ba kayo na kinakabahan si Mark Pingris sa kanyang comeback tonight? Despite being a champion, sabi nga ni Pinoy Sakuragi, tao pa rin daw siya at ang tagal kasi nung 4 months ng kanyang recovery. Sa ngayon, nakakadalawang practice pa lang siya with his team but he's ecstatic to play with and against younger players in the league. He said he is here to be a leader and guide his teammates, not to be a star player. In terms of his leadership, this is focused on honest feedback. He is a very vocal teammate. So mabilis daw siyang mag-address ng problems and he also expects the same from his other teammates. Pwede daw silang magsabi kay Kuya P. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Sid. Great report there and right on cue. Mark Pingris showing that the love for the game is definitely still well and alive inside of him.
The question is, nasan dun yung kaba? You know, Mark Pingris already a many-time champion representing the country and just still putting in the same effort. So I don't really see the kaba, but the heart, the passion, the willingness to win, it's always going to be in Mark Pingris.
And it's celebrated by our lucky fans of the game, brought to you by Buenas. Pingris with a chance for a 3-point play. Yeah, this really seems to be the problem for a lot of great players here in the Philippines. Maybe also abroad, no? Yung itch na maglaro ng competitive basketball, patuloy na nandyan even after they retire.
Yeah, like, it's very funny. Coach Boyet subbed him out. Sabi niya, wag muna. But sabi ni Coach Boyet, pahinga ka muna. But it's just the character of Mark Pingris also joking around with his coaching staff.
They're leading comfortably here by 22. Coach Boyd Fernandez doesn't want to take any chances with his prized big man. Trying to give some chances to the other guys on the bench. Tyrone Chan is in the game. Chan, a product of St. Stephen High School. Cardona, working against the defense of Ralph Manzo. Manalang to the corner. Roca Curva drives baseline. Hangs. Could it score? Osicos gets it para sa Bulacan.
It's a good stop para dito sa Bulacan.
Manzo. Medyo mali yung pektus doon. Manalang looks forward. Roca Curva glides in for the finish.
It's a better adjustment coming from Kenny Roca Curva. Couldn't get that last possession. Now running through, he knows that he has the full advantage on a fast break. Jumps. Too high, too strong, too good. Kenny Roca Curva with a basket and a foul.
Robbie Manalang dishing out his first assist of the game. Spectacular play for Biñan from the 2 former Pasig players in Manalang and Kenny Roca Curva, who now has 11.7 rebounds and 4 assists in the game. Make that a dozen points already para kay Kenny Roca Curva.
And this is how I want to watch Kenny Roca Curva getting all of his advantages in.
60-35. Osicos could not hit from the outside. Tyrone Chan taking care of that possession. Tyrone Chan straight away 3 is short. Roca Curva now with the basketball. Gives it up to Robbie Manalang. Back to Kenny Roca Curva from the baseline. He's starting to heat up here.
And they're really creating the offense para dito kay Kenny Roca Curva. He's playing off ball. He's getting the basketball. really on spots where he can get easy shots. And so far with the 5 points the last 2 possessions, Kenneth Curva is really heating up.
Curva played for Cebu Institute of Technology University and did have a stint with Letran, if many of you don't know.
But he didn't get a lot of opportunities in the NCAA. But last year in Pasig really showed out. And was one of the best guys playing with Costello and Manalang. That trio was one of the best backcourts in the MPBL.
Andre Dolalia now at the line. Long-time player of Coach Mike Sagigit, ito si Andre Dolalia. 3 points so far, 2 rebounds para sa kanya. Only other team he played for in the MPBL was Parañaque. 2 for 2 para kay Andre Dolalia, who usually takes his jumpers one-handed.
Reminds me like a Dave Ando who plays for San Juan. Just a left-handed version.
Cardona floats it up. Captain Hook couldn't make it. Ibanez brings it across. Under a minute to play here in the third. Dolalia down low to Baltazar. Defense right there for Biñan. Montero is isolated against Ronnie Alonte. The pick comes from Dolalia. Montero goes inside, draws a foul. 2 shots coming up para kay Joshua Montero.
A very slippery slasher is Joshua Montero. After that screen, no one really helped out. So he saw that short opening in the middle, getting that foul and 2 free throws.
Montero has been one of the guys playing heavy minutes para sa Bulacan this season. Last game against Marikina, he played almost 22 minutes but only scored 6 points, 2 out of 6 from the field. But he did have 7 assists.
Playing his 2nd season for Coach Buds Reyes. Last season playing for Mindoro, now trooping over to Bulacan.
That's just his first point of the game, going for 2 here on this 2nd free throw. 2 for 2 para kay Joshua Montero. The Bulacan faithful behind that Cuyas bench, trying to egg on their squad, even them down by a lot here. Manalang gets the high screen from Gimpayan. Gimpayan attacks hard, gets his own miss. And he will be fouled on the 2nd try.
Gimpayan has not been getting a lot of minutes here in today's ball game. So well balanced by Coach Boyet. Not heavy minutes para dito kay J-Mar Gimpayan. But of course, the addition of Mark Pingres will be lessening the minutes of J-Mar Gimpayan. So a lot more quality whenever he's inside the court.
Not a lot of minutes, but already with 8 rebounds in the game to go with his 4 points.
A rebounding magnet naman talaga to si J-Mar Gimpayan. You've seen a 2020 game from him.
5 puntos na para kay Waray. Last shot time for Bulacan. Montero nagpadali papunta sa loob. That's a foul para sa Biñan. Last foul to give there for the Tatakjel. First personal against Macardona. Ibanez gets it. Baltazar locating him again. Ibanez spins against Tyrone Chan. That's gonna be 2 free throws para kay Nino Ibanez.
They're trying to get him going here to end the quarter. Only 3 points para kay Nino Ibanez in the whole ball game, alongside 3 rebounds and 3 assists. We expected him to carry the team moving forward, but just great scouting by Biñan on Nino Ibanez.
And he hasn't been able to take a lot of attempts in this game. Really been forced by Biñan to give up the ball numerous times in this game. Baltazar with the steal, the heave from half court. It's too strong right there. Galing kay Jan Baltazar. A long way out para dito sa Bulacan. Cuyas still down by a lot here. 23 points is the lead Carlo Lastimosa starting the second half strong para sa Biñan Tatakchel alongside Mark Pingris, KG Canaleta, and Pamboy Raymond.
Oh, the strengths were really exposed para dito sa Biñan. Everybody was able to contribute. Everybody was an option on their offense. And everybody that Coach Boy had put inside the court was able to contribute 24 big points in terms of the offense of Biñan, trooping over for a 23-point lead entering the fourth.
Our third quarter score brought to you by GameX. GameX Sports, the official online basketball lending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX. Presenting our Suzuki muscular and sporty fan of the game. Just like the Avis, do more and achieve more with our muscular and sporty scooter from Suzuki. The Avis, oras na para magmotor. Live na live ang Liga ng Bawat Pilipino dito sa Alonte Sports Arena in Biñan. As we take a look at Ronnie Alonte, one of the homegrown players of this Biñan franchise, starting the fourth quarter alongside J.Mar Gimpayan, Jonathan Gray, Robbie Manalang, and Tyrone Chan. Montero swatted away there by Tyrone Chan. Alonte puts on the brakes. Tyrone Chan to the corner. Third quarter field goal story. A very efficient 9 out of 16 for the Biñan Tatakchel, while Bulacan just 3 out of 16. And Ronnie Alonte drawing the foul there against John Baltazar.
Biñan getting 24 points in that quarter. I think that's
yeah, baliktad yan.
Baliktad yan. No? So it's Biñan with the lead. But 24 big points in the third quarter for Biñan. They were really able to adjust well in their halftime break. And to start the fourth quarter, you see the aggressiveness being given to Ronnie Alonte. Mark Pingres not happy with that free throw miss.
Vice Jel Alonte in attendance here at the Alonte Sports Arena.
Kailangan lang pala ni Ronnie ay masigawan ni Mark Pingres para maipasok yung pangalawang free throw.
65-41. Ibanez hands it off to Josh Montero. Montero puts on the move against Ronnie. Montero off to the left. J.Mar Gimpayan already with 10 rebounds in this game. Jonathan Gray, you know, in that last game against Batangas, nag-experiment si Coach Boyd by playing Jonathan Gray alongside another former CSB Blazer in Carlo Lastimosa. And in the first quarter, it actually worked out well. However, throughout that game, didn't really pan out.
Well, those are two guys who actually play pretty much similar to each other. Just one is a lefty, one plays in the right. So it's going to be a little hard because not any one of them is comfortable to be playing the catch and shoot game. So just a trial by Coach Boyd. Kung di gumana, he hasn't used it here in today's ball game.
Andre Dada papasok muli dito para kay Coach Buds Reyes, and there's going to be a timeout called here by the Bulacan Kuyas. Barely 2 minutes surpassed here in the final frame. Up next para dito sa Biñan on their schedule, they will be facing the Parañaque Patriots on June 21. The San Juan Knights a week after that, and the Quezon Huskers on July 3. All very exciting ball games, and not just exciting but also very difficult games ahead para kay Coach Boyd Fernandez and company.
Oh, this will be a very important morale boosting win para dito sa Biñan, as those will be a very tough stretch para dito sa Biñan. Parañaque, a team that has been in the playoff picture towards this whole tournament, and then we have San Juan and Quezon, who are really up top in either of their divisions. So it's gonna be very, very exciting para dito sa Biñan.
There's a man down here for Bulacan, and the foul had to be given up there by Andre Dulalia.
Got hit in the face.
That's John Baltazar.
And you don't want any more depletions para dito sa Bulacan, as every individual is important for this team.
Especially now that they're really down in terms of manpower, losing 3 of their key guys, 30+ points per game. And John Baltazar, one of the remnants of that roster, trying to will his team to success. Good to see him standing up on his own power.
And this guy's tough. You know, he's been battling out KG Canaleta, Mark Pingres, Jmar Gimpayan, and this is a depleted roster. So the fact that he's been playing terrific today's ball game still credits para dito kay John Baltazar.
Baltazar has played almost the entire game para kay Coach Buds Reyes sa laro na to. Our referees reviewed that last play to see if there was any excessive contact when John Baltazar went down. But no additional call was made, so Ronnie Alonte will still be taking these 2 shots. First free throw is good. Alonte currently with 5 points and 4 rebounds in this game.
Probably one of the best games para dito kay Ronnie Alonte. And to do it in front of his home crowd, extra motivation para dito kay Ronnie.
He's played 5 games this season para sa Biñan. 1 for 2 para kay Ronnie Alonte. 68-43. Banyes to the right side. Dada gives it back. Now a zone for Biñan. Bulacan not really known as a good 3-point shooting team. Dulalia push shot. Couldn't get the roll. Another rebound para kay Jmar Gimpayan. The Cuyas get the steal. Dada, through all the physicality, gets the foul there.
And Dada knowing what he needs to do here in today's ball game. No Hubalde, no Karandang. He needs to be aggressive, and so far this is one of the best scoring games para dito kay Andre Dada.
Tyrone Chan will come out in favor of J.R. Labanza. This free throw by Andre Dada is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Dada now with 7 points and 2 rebounds. The Cuyas shooting only 26% from the field. Doing a good job at the line though, at 14 out of 16. Jonathan Gray will spot for 3. That's a miss. For the Cuyas, with what has happened, what are the kinds of players they need to try and fill up their roster at the duration of this trade period?
Oh, they really need a big man, especially moving forward. Christian Hernandez has been the main big of Coach Buds Reyes the past 2 seasons, and now with the loss of Christian, medyo mabigat to para sa Kuya. So they have to be able to get a natural 5 guy who can be able to really match up with the bigs of the other teams. John Baltazar can hold his own, Ken Osicos can hold his own, but these are not natural bigs para dito sa Bulacan Kuya. So that is the first thing they have to be able to get. And number 2, maybe additional wings to be able to get some scoring as well. But all the other guys, these are guys who are able to fight in every ball game. But a scorer and a big will be very important para dito sa Bulacan.
Cuyas at 2-11 this season. They have lost 2 straight after getting their second victory of the season. As a foul there against Ralph Manzo. I'm sure it's very heartbreaking for Coach Buds Reyes to lose two of his players out of the three, along with JC Carandang. You know, Paulo Hubalde and Christian Hernandez have been his main guys at their respective positions for the past couple of seasons.
And those are very loyal guys para dito kay Coach Buds Reyes.
Jemar Gimpayan and Jimboy Estrada among the leaders in terms of 2-point percentage this season. 64.2% para kay Waray and 61.9% for Jimboy Estrada. Estrada is not suited up for this game para sa Biñan Tatakjel. The Letran Knights are in the thick of things in their preparation for the upcoming NCAA season. Dada being aggressive, driving to the basket. Only foul downstairs right there against Jonathan Gray. Biñan now shifting back to a man-to-man. More than 3 minutes have elapsed here in the fourth quarter. Dolalia, 3 fakes, puts it up, couldn't get it off the glass.
And that was a good drop pass coming from Celis. Just a sorry miss para dito kay Dolalia. That is something he has to be able to improve on moving forward in the season.
Oh, Gimpayan puts it up, missing what could have been his easiest basket of the game. Manzo to Dolalia, doesn't force it. Dada sets himself up for the 3. That's off to the left. And the shooting for the Cuyas continue to deteriorate here in this game. Robbie Manalang on the left side, gives it up to Jonathan Gray. Alonte, all the time in the world, in and out. Alabanza, the putback.
Not really a guy who scores a lot para dito sa Biñan, but with that length against a shorter team, JR Alabanza can really get those offensive rebounds and putbacks.
That's his first basket of the game, talking about JR Alabanza. Only averaging a few points per game this season. Take a look at our fast break of the game, brought to you by New Star Max. Win to the max. The glide and finish para kay Kenny Rocacurva after that pretty pass from Robbie Manalang.
And that had a foul with it. That makes everything much more beautiful on that fast break.
Ralph Manzo short on the second free throw. Gray calling out the play here. They go to the corner. Gimpayan flashes to the middle, puts it up and in, plus the foul.
And Jmar Gimpayan is 1 point away from getting another double-double here.
After playing in the shadow of Mark Pingris throughout majority of the first half, Gimpayan still has managed to get his numbers sa laro na to. Chance for one more here para dito kay Jmar Gimpayan, who's fondly called Waray by most of his teammates.
Why is he called Waray? I want to know.
I actually
I know he's from I know he's from Valenzuela, tama?
Oh, tama.
He's a Valenzuelan native, but it's called Waray.
Even nung naglalaro kami dati, yan na rin ang pagkakilala ko sa kanya eh, Waray.
You have to know that story.
Actually gonna try to ask him. Never really tried to ask him before. Here he is again, floats it up, gets his own miss. He continues to add to his rebounding and scoring totals in this game. Now officially with a double-double. 12 points in the game plus 14 rebounds para kay Jmar Gimpayan.
Still making a case for player of the game. Itong si Jmar Gimpayan late in the ball game.
Amboy Raimundo now setting it up para dito sa Biñan. Pat Anonuevo has checked in for the first time for Coach Boyd Fernandez. Already digging deep into his bench. Mike Maestre, di pa nagagamit rin dito para sa Tatakjel. Coach Boyd Fernandez will pluck out Mark Pingris from that bench.
He really wants to play. One thing I love about Mark is that talagang gusto niya maglaro eh. You know, a lot of veterans would choose to rest in late games. But this guy wants to go back and be able to reprove himself here in the MPBL.
Pati si KG Canaleta, babalik rin dito para kay Coach Boyet.
I think it's also them getting the rhythm in terms of their offense. Moving forward, Mark Pingres will be very, very important para dito sa Biñan. There have been games that they have been struggling in terms of rebounds. And of course, adding Mark Pingres will surely give them that inside presence they badly need here para sa Biñan.
And you know, many people would think this is overkill para sa Biñan. They're already leading by 27 points and you're still fielding in your top players. But in a season like this, especially with them losing 4 straight, you would want to avoid ties in the end of the season. So you would want to, if ever there would be a tie, you would want to avoid being caught at the bottom part of that quotient system.
So you want to be able to really win as high as possible kung kakayanin. And you know, as deep as Biñan is, I don't think anything is an overkill because whoever you put in is a talent para dito sa Biñan.
And I think this is also just part of the respect that Coach Boyd Fernandez also lets his players impose on the game, whoever it may be, that they have to play to the best of their ability as a respect to their opponents. Raimundo directing traffic, tells Año Nuevo to go to the baseline. Celis anticipates it.
Good decoy.
Celis changes hands and gets it with the left hand.
Good decoy. Looked like a help side. All of a sudden, snaps the ball from the back. Galing dito kay KG Canaleta and already had enough rhythm to end that fast break. Let's watch that again. Para dito kay Celis against the Pinoy Sakuragi. No problem. All confidence para dito kay Celis to get that too.
77 to 55, 22 points is the lead. Still a long way to go here for Bulacan. 3 minutes and 3 seconds remaining in the game. For the Bulacan Cuyas, they will be facing Pampanga on June 22, Iloilo on July 1, and the Abra Weavers on July 6. All powerhouse teams here in the MPBL. Iloilo has been starting to gain some rhythm after a shift in the coaching atmosphere dun sa kanilang koponan. Active consultant Coach Mac Kuan has been elevated to head coach in lieu of Coach MC Abolucion, who has slid down to an assistant. Another steal here for Bulacan. Celis pulls back. Osicos puts the ball on the deck. Malyari back out to Jason. Still a lot of time on the shot clock. Remember, Biñan was up by as much as 30 points. Celis gets blocked there by Año Nuevo. Gray attacking the much smaller Eric Zabel. That's a foul that he had to give up. 2 minutes and 31 remaining in this game. Biñan looking good as they try to recover from that 4-game losing streak. After starting this season 6-0, they've lost their last 4 games. Jonathan Gray coming back from that knee injury midway through this season to try and help Biñan recover from that losing slump.
Slowly regaining his confidence as well, coming from Northport all the way and then transferring dito sa Biñan. Still has not gotten his usual rhythm. Itong si Jonathan Gray, but he's been trying to get more burn each and every game. So parami ang oras nitong si Gray.
3.6 points so far this season para kay Jonathan Gray in 7 minutes and 28 seconds per contest. There's a foul given up there by Biñan. That's why Lawrence Malyari is at the line. He has not scored sa laro na to. Malyari also played for Bulacan last year. Just under new leadership this year with Coach Buds Reyes now the one at the helm, he has actually had to go through 3 head coaches already since last year. It started with Coach Alvin Gray, and then it became Coach Jericho Diniera. And now, Coach Buds Reyes now leading this Bulacan squad. We now enter the final 2 minutes of this one, brought to you by GameX. GameX Sports, the official online basketball lending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX. Eric Jabel gives it back out to Lawrence Malyari. Malyari, the scoop shot, wala pa rin.
It's been a hard ball game for him. That's the 3rd easy miss para dito kay Lawrence Malyari. You see the frustration in his face because these are makeable shots for him.
Meanwhile, on the other side, Canaleta missing from downtown. Baltazar throws it away. That was meant for Eric Jabel. Steven Salindong will check in for the first time here para kay Coach Buds Reyes with 1 minute and 28 seconds remaining. It looks like with this kind of score, the Cuyas will be sliding down to their 3rd straight defeat, 12th overall this season, while Biñan will now end their 4-game slump.
And finally, a win para dito sa Biñan. A real struggle in the last 4 ball games para dito sa Biñan. But moving forward, those are going to be 3 very crucial games para dito sa Laguna. So this is going to be a good morale-boosting win for them.
That's already 5 fouls in the game para kay Lawrence Malyari. He will go out with 2 points and 2 rebounds plus an assist, but missed a lot of opportunities, as Juanito just mentioned. Could have been a much better game para sa kanya.
With 11 minutes, itong si Lawrence Malyari, he was given a good opportunity to battle it out against Mark Pingres, Jmar Gimpayan, and Nino Canaleta. You know, some days it's just not gonna go your way, so this is a good opportunity for the young gun to learn from this ball game.
Mark Pingris missing on his first free throw there. That's his 2nd miss tonight from the charity stripe. 6 out of 8. Oh, 0 out of 2 para kay Mark Pingris. Usually a pretty decent free throw shooter. And I think Coach Boyd Fernandez will challenge this one.
It's the last 2 minutes of the ball game. You can actually read it.
Oh yeah, that's
you actually review it. I mean, you can review this.
Okay, so wala nang challenge ang mangyayari.
And
Talagang automatic review.
And look at the importance everybody is putting on this score. It's a done deal, but you know, every point matters. So Coach Boyd, the rest of the coaching staff, the captain, team manager Rico Meyerhofer, everybody wants that review because they're pretty sure that that ball will go back to the black side.
And yes, upon review, it will go Biñan's way. With 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining. Coach Buds Reyes, you still gotta admire the positivity and the dedication, plus the professionalism that he brings para dito sa Bulacan. It's so hard to come in every day and not have the resources to do your job well, but still have that dedication to do a good job. That's just Coach Buds Reyes para sa'yo.
That's why all the other coaches have so much respect at Coach Buds Reyes. Every time I actually am covering Bulacan, the other coach always has something to say, something nice to say about Coach Buds Reyes. So really well beloved in the coaching realms dito sa MPBL, Coach Buds.
Actually, retire na nga dapat si Coach Buds Reyes. You know, he could have been just enjoying life, sitting back home and relaxing. But just the itch to coach competitive basketball once again in the professional ranks here in the MPBL, hindi niya lang talaga matiis.
Oo. Mark Pingris just wanting 2 points, now deserving of a rest. Jmar Gimpayan coming back. That's what I'm telling you, Javi. Kahit sino ipasok mo, wala ka rin namang ininipis pa eh.
Walang talo.
Diba? You put in Alabanza, you put in Gimpayan. Everybody's just a talent on a high level.
John Baltazar scoring there para sa Bulacan Cuyas. And this is definitely a very big victory para sa Biñan. Not only do they get to end their 4-game losing streak, but they get the confidence boost that they need going up against those next 3 teams that they will go up against in their next 3 games. Parañaque being the very next opponent that they will be facing.
And you know, Parañaque is a team that has really been showing out here in this season. Even with the loss of marquee guys like Philip Manalang can still be able to step up and show out para sa Parañaque. So still cannot take that team lightly. I mean, especially Jello Razon, who's playing a heck of a season para sa Patriots.
Biñan Tatak Gel stamping their class in the second half. After being up by only 12 points, they led by as much as 30 in the next 2 quarters to be able to ensure themselves of this victory, their 7th on the season. After starting at 6-0, they lost 4 straight, but now winning again here against the Bulacan Cuyas.
Very big win para dito sa Biñan because they have been struggling the past few games. But one guy who really stepped up big time, his first game of the season, welcome back to Mark Pingris. More than the numbers, it was the impact that he brought in today's ball game. Enjoying this game, putting in his effort, and the Pinoy Sakuragi is back here in the MPBL.
16 points, 4 rebounds, a couple of assists para kay Mark Pingris, our Buenas best player of the game. What a way to get back into the lineup para dito kay Mark Pingris. Against Biñan, their 7th victory of the season. Score 81-61, our final score brought to you by GameX. GameX Sports, the official online basketball lending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX.
Very, very important win for Biñan moving forward. A 20-point victory in their home court. A good way to be able to start a winning streak dito sa MPBL. 6-game winning streak to start the season. Now a 4-game losing streak, but now they're back on their winning ways.
And they will have to face Parañaque for a very tough stretch. Our best player of the game, Pinoy Sakuragi, Mark Pingris, is at courtside with Miss Sydney Crespo.
On his comeback night, Mark Pingris delivers 16 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Kaya siya ang best player ng Biñan. Mark, congratulations. Worth it ang paghihintay ng lahat para sa iyo, Pinoy Sakuragi, the fans, your teammates. I'm sure the coaches are very happy to see you back inside the court again. But how happy are you na nakalaro ka na ulit after your 4-month recovery?
Sobrang happy, sobrang excited din sa mga fans na nandito ngayon sa Biñan. Maraming salamat po sa suporta niyo sa amin. And of course, sa mga teammate ko, sa coach ko na talaga nagtiyaga sila na inantay nila talaga ako. 4 months din na hindi ako napaglaro, so hard work lang talaga. Papasalamat din ako sa anak ko kay Mick dahil sinuportahan niya ako. And gusto ko rin patayin mga FPU boys, thank you. At sa mga teammate ko, sa coach ko, and also kay Vice JL, kay Boss Munching na nanonood ngayon. Para sa kapatid mo to, boss, maraming salamat. At kay Danica sa mga anak ko, yun, Mick and Kayla, Luke, sa mga kasambahay. Manang, I love you guys, I love you guys.
Now, since this is your first game with Biñan here in the MPBL, what can you say about your team's effort and chemistry tonight? Ready na ba kayo sa top teams in your next games? You have Parañaque, San Juan at Quezon.
Well, medyo kulang pa kami talaga. Marami pa kaming kailangan i-adjust, especially now na talagang palakas yung mga team ngayon. So, every practice siguro kailangan namin ibigay yun focus namin kasi doon naman talaga na pag maganda yung pinractice namin, maganda rin nilalaro namin. So, nagsisimula talaga sa practice. So, doon kami magpo-focus.
Now, Mark, ganito na tayo sa MPBL. Sinong mga gusto pang batiin at pasalamatan?
Yun, nasabi ko na lahat. But sa lahat ng mga taga-Pangasinan, yun, maraming salamat sa inyo. Sa lahat ng mga pinsan ko. Sa Kabsat, yun. And of course, Mick again, thank you.
Thank you so much, Mark. Mick, my fellow Tamaraw, I'm very excited to say this. Mark Pingris is our Buenas best player of the game. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Sid. Congratulations to Mark Pingris on a successful return to the lineup here for Biñan, getting them their 7th victory of the season. Our games tomorrow happening at the Brenzigiao Convention Center in Pampanga at 4 o'clock p.m. It's the Negros Muscovados facing the Davao Occidental Tigers, followed by the matchup between the Quezon City Toda Action and the Pasay Voyagers. And at 8 o'clock p.m., the Pampanga Giant Lanterns will be defending their home floor anew against the retooled Valenzuela Classic. Thank you so much for joining us here for our coverage on Monday night here at the Lonte Sports Arena. For my partner, Coach Juanito Gregorio, and for our courtside reporter, Ms. Sydney Crespo, and for all the hardworking men and women of our production crew, thank you so much. This has been Javi Palanya, at ito po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino.